nobody was noticing. Great story. Actually, it's an editorial in the Wall Street Journal. And I'll tell you another reason I love Santorum last night. He actually referred to global warming as a hoax. You hear that? He called it a hoax. He did, and it is. Wall Street Journal has an editorial today that it's very important. Very important. Here's a pull quote. Why is there so much passion about global warming? And why has the issue become so vexing at the American Physical Society, from which Dr. Gaver, resigned a few months ago, refused the seemingly reasonable request by many of its members to remove the word incontrovertible from its description of a scientific issue? There are several reasons, but a good place to start is the old question, cui bono? Follow the money. No need to panic about global warming. There's no compelling scientific argument for drastic action to decarbonize the world's economy. Wall Street Journal. There it is. And the evidence continues to mount. They even have the guts to say that CO2 is not a pollutant. Carbon dioxide, what we exhale. Finally, some common sense is entering this in the mainstream media. Here's another pull quote. Alarmism over climate is of great benefit to many, providing government funding for academic research and a reason for government bureaucrats to grow. Alarmism also offers an excuse for governments to raise. I mean, I could have written this. The Wall Street Journal is simply rewording here's the way. You are destroying the planet. Not on purpose. No. You've been duped by big oil and big gas and big everybody. And you're driving these cars around. He's driving these SUVs. You think you're keeping your family safe, but you're destroying the climate. And you are killing the polar bear environment. And you're killing the polar bears. You're killing all these animal species are dying. You're doing. Now, what do we do about it? Well, you're guilty. Not intentionally, though. So we'll let you off the hook. You simply have to go along with raising taxes. You have to agree to a tax increase. You have to agree, stop driving all these things and using a light bulb that you want to use, and then you got to live your life the way we say, pay higher taxes, go out and drive a bunch of junk cars and so forth, and you can save the planet. And, of course, the dunces of our culture, oh, well, because everybody wants to matter. Everybody wants their life to have meaning. So the wizards are smart, tell them, you can save the planet. And people wallowing away in their otherwise miserable lives are given meaning. Wow, I can save the planet? Oh, man, and then they become evangels for the whole cause. They start wearing ribbons. They drive little podunk cars. And then they get in your face and tell you how you want to live like them because you're destroying the planet and their lives have meaning. And the whole thing perpetuates itself. Alarmism offers an excuse for governments to raise taxes, taxpayer-funded subsidies for businesses that understand how to work the political system, and a lure for big donations to charitable foundations promising to save the planet. And it also allows smart CEOs to come up with green aspects of their business, like McDonald's. Look at this. Our new styrofoam container has less styrofoam. We're saving the planet. Come in and buy our Big Mac. And then they get credit for caring about the climate. When they just see a marketing opportunity because you've been duped. And anything that saves the planet, people want their lives to matter. They want their lives to have meaning. And they've unwittingly been destroying the planet. And so, all I have to do is buy a Big Mac and this 50% less styrofoam because I'm mattering it. So they go buy Big Macs that they're helping out. And the CEOs say, oh, man, what a scam we got going here. Our clientele thinks that they're saving the planet. All we got to do is tell them that by buying our stuff, they're saving polar bears. That's how you get one of those, was it a Nissan commercial? Where some polar bear wanders a neighborhood in suburbia. Yeah, the Leaf. Wandering a suburban neighborhood looking for somebody driving a car that will not kill his iceberg. And he finds the driver. He finds the car in the driveway. The polar bear goes up and hugs the driver. And Toyota thinks, man, are we smart? It's been one of the biggest scams out there, folks, and it continues. But nevertheless, the Journal is on the case. I can't believe I'm reading it there. I mean, even though they're conservatives on the editorial page, I've never seen it this pointed. For example, speaking for many scientists and engineers who have looked carefully and independently at the science of climate, we have a message to any candidate for public orifice. There is no compelling scientific argument for drastic action to decarbonize the world's economy. No compelling scientific argument, even if someone accepts the inflated climate forecasts of the United Nations. Aggressive greenhouse gas control policies are just not justifiable economically. Not only that, we can't do it. Spain suspends subsidies for new renewable energy power plants. You know, green technology, that's been one of the constant themes of the regime. All of his state of the hoax speeches, the class warfare rallies. From the 2010 state of the hoax, we can put Americans to work today building the infrastructure of tomorrow. From the first railroads to the interstate highway system, our nation has always been built to compete. There's no reason Europe or China should have the fastest trains, the new factories that manufacture clean energy products. You know why Obama gives speeches written on the 8th grade level, by the way? It's the only demographic naive enough to believe what he's saying. People with an 8th grade level of understanding. It's like he said in Vegas, just, yeah, we want to build stuff, we want to make stuff, and we want to move it. That's my economic dream for America. Build stuff and make stuff and move it. And sell stuff, too. Yeah, we want to sell it. So what do we have here? Spain has had its Sputnik moment. They were the Soviets, and they lost. Spain's government suspended subsidies for new renewable energy plants as part of the administration's efforts to curb the budget deficit. The government today passed a decree that will halt subsidies for new wind, solar, cogeneration, or waste incineration plants as it bids to rein in electric system debts that reached 24 billion euros, $31.5 billion by the end of last year. So Spain, green energy, green jobs, they lost all kinds of economy went in the tank, and now going further, suspending subsidies for renewable energy plants. Obamaism is collapsing everywhere around the world. It's being tried.